For those of you who don't know, Brookhaven is free, and you can join the game for free. You can get houses for free, and you can also get cars for free. But today, I want to see with you what would happen if everything in the city had to be paid for, and you had to work to get it. So for that, I'm at the bus stop, waiting for the bus to arrive here, and it's finally getting here to pick me up in Roblox. And for those of you who don't know, the person working here is my friend, and he also lives in this city where everything is paid. He said, I'm working to get a new house, and that's pretty interesting. But now he got back on the bus, so I'm going to have to get in here, and now he's driving this bus. But it's going to take a long time for him to get to my house in Roblox, because he has to follow a route until he gets to my house, and on this route, he will go through the whole map. But after a long time, he is finally arriving here, back at my house in Roblox. And my house is exactly here. Now I just got out of the car, and he wants his money, after all I need to pay since he brought me to my house. And my house is exactly this one, and you can see that I have this motorcycle, but it's broken. So I'm going to give him this money, which unfortunately is all I have right now. And I'm the poorest person in Brookhaven, because I don't have any money. And you can see that my friend is coming up front to continue his work. After all, he has a lot to do. But I noticed that there's a player in the middle of nowhere, and I'm going to have to come here to talk to him, because I want to see what he's doing. So I'm coming up here, and this is the rich people's area. This player said, you will never have 1% of what I have. And now he's laughing at me for no reason. And I didn't do anything to him at all. And now he's going back to his house, which apparently is this one. And it's just amazing. He has a Lamborghini. But guys, one day I will get what he has, especially because I'm going to work really hard, since I live in a city where everything is paid for. So much that I can't even come to this part, because there's a player here who won't let me pass. But guys, I just arrived here to talk to the player, because I want to see what he's doing. But he just stood up here, and he said, do you want to buy a house? If yes, come with me. Look, I want to buy a house, but I don't have enough money to buy it. But he got into his car, so I'm coming here too. And this car is really expensive, and I don't have money to buy this car. Now he's coming up front, and I want to see which house he's selling in Roblox. So he arrived right here, and it looks like he's selling exactly this house. And I came right here to talk to him, but I have to tell him that I don't have any money. I said, I don't have money for anything, and I really don't have anything. I lost all my money, so much that you can tell I don't have rich clothes anymore, because I had to sell them to be able to pay the bus driver, who's my friend. He said, okay, you can come talk to me when you have money, and I'm going to do that, because for sure it's the best decision I can make. But he's leaving here, and just left right at this spot. But guys, I just realized that there's a really interesting house here, and this house is being built, and maybe I can help build this house to earn some money in Brookhaven. And apparently this is the owner of the house, and I have to find out where he is so I can talk to him and see if I can build this house. But I just realized that he is here, and he works at the bank. So I came here to talk to him, especially because I have a very interesting proposal. I said, I can build your house if you pay me well. But he stood up here and said, I hate that house. If you build it, I will give you a gift. But I don't know why he hates that house, since it's not even ready, but it looks like it's going to be an amazing house. So I'm going to accept his proposal and build this house to simply get some surprise. And you can see back there that the player is again working here in Roblox. But he stood up here and said, buy new clothes and equipment and go build my house. Okay, I'm going to do that because it's going to be very important. Now he went back to work, so I'm coming here to buy new clothes. Perfect! Now I'm like this, and I'm simply ready to start. And I also bought these two materials, and now I just need to build this Roblox house. But guys, this player is looking over here, and he said, hey, I'm going to remove the items from here so I don't get in your way. And apparently he wants to remove these items, and that's going to be very important. Now he removed all of that, and I don't know how that's going to be important, but maybe he helped me. But now I'm going to start building this house, especially because it's going to be very important. And you can see that my friend is coming back here after a long time, and finally he's back, and I even want to see where he lives, but it looks like he lives in that house right in front of my house. And his house is also very simple, and we are both very poor. And now he's coming here to sleep. But meanwhile, I'm going to have to stay up all night working here to build the player's house. Now a lot of time has passed, and you can see that it's already night, and I'm still building this Roblox house. But I'm very impressed that this player is still here, and he works here all day. I said, don't you sleep? Because I noticed this player hasn't slept until now. But he is coming here, and said, no, I get paid to stay here. And apparently he doesn't sleep in Brookhaven, which is pretty weird. But again, he went back there to hold that sign in Roblox and stop people from coming into the rich neighborhood. But now, I'm going to have to get back to work, because I have to finish this house as soon as I can, because it's going to be very important. And there's also something else I want to do. But first, I have to fix this house. So I'm finishing this wall. But that player showed up right there, and now he's just laughing at me. And I don't know why he's laughing at me. He said, you are a noob and you will never be rich. And I don't know how he's so sure about that. But I'm going to find a way to get money and simply become better than him. And I have to get the most expensive house of all, that even has a security guard here to stop people from invading this Roblox house, which really really is the best house of all, even better than that player's house. He said, you will never have anything. But it looks like he left here, and finally I'm free to finish this Roblox house. But after a long time, I finally finished building this whole house. And now this house is ready for that player to live here, and this house is perfect, and it looks just like that other house. But guys, it looks like now he's coming here, and he fixed my motorcycle. He literally fixed my motorcycle, which is really good. But I want to see what he has to say. He said, keep the house for yourself. I'm already rich. And it looks like this house is now mine, and all of this because he hates this house. But I still don't know why he hates this house. He said, I hate this house because there's an evil neighbor next to it. And I think I already know who he's talking about. He's talking about the player who lives here, because the person who lives inside is very weird and is the worst neighbor of all. But now, it looks like he left here and is coming again to work, right at this Brookhaven bank. And he just arrived inside, and he's the person who helped me the most up until now. So I took my motorcycle, and I'm going to have to leave it right here, because now I have a lot of money. And it looks like that player is again doing the constructions that basically his boss asked for, and he's dividing the neighborhood. And I don't know why his boss thinks this neighborhood is so important, but his boss just showed up here, and he's that evil player, and now it looks like he's coming here to bother me in Roblox. And that's bad, because I don't want to talk to this player, but again he's laughing at me, and said, you will never go into my neighborhood because my neighborhood is only for rich people. But guys, I live in this city where everything that was free is now paid. But just because I have this limitation, it doesn't mean I won't get one of these houses. I'm going to find a way to do it and prove to him that I'm even better than him here in Brookhaven. But he got scared, and said, you will never be better than me because I'm going to work now. And I really don't know what job that is, but he came right here to get his Lamborghini, and I want to see what he works with, because maybe I'm going to copy that. And now, this player came right here to open the gate for his boss to pass. And his boss is coming up front, and it looks like he works here as a police officer in the city, which is pretty weird, especially because this player is not a good person, and he doesn't even have a real police car. But he changed the color of his car and put a siren on top, and now his car turned into a police car. And I'm sure this player is not a good police officer because he is very weird and also an evil person. But I don't know what job I'm going to do now to earn a lot of money. Now this player just arrived here, and said, why don't you rob a bank? It's the easiest way to make money. Look, maybe it's not the easiest way, because whoever does that will be arrested as soon as they grab the money from the bank, and this police officer is exactly my enemy, so there's no way I can get arrested. I said, I know, I'm going to print money and take a little for myself, and maybe this is the easiest way to make money. But even he got scared about this, and said, that's impossible. Look, I don't think it's impossible, especially because that actually exists here in the city, but I have to convince the mayor to let me do it. So guys, I'm going to have to get my motorcycle, and now I'm coming up here to simply talk to the mayor, because he has to allow me to do this. And this player is still here to sell his house, but I already have my own house, so I don't want to buy his house in Roblox anymore. And I just arrived here at the city hall, and I have to figure out a way to convince the mayor to let me print the money myself. So I'm getting here, and I hope he accepts this. I said, can I print money to pay the city workers? And I hope he says yes. He said, do you even know how to use that machine? Until today I haven't found a single person who knows how to use it. Look, I know how to use machines very well, and I literally know how to print money in Roblox. But guys, he has no idea that I'm going to take a little bit of that money for myself to buy the best houses of all. I don't want that mansion anymore. Actually, now I want the giant mansion that even has a private security guard, because I live in a city where everything used to be free and now everything is totally paid. Any service or even a car is paid in Brookhaven. But now he's coming back here because he wants to show how to go up there. And for those of you who don't know, I'm going to have to climb up right here like this. And here we have the machine that prints money. And now I'm basically going to have to mess with it. But he can't see me doing it. I said, can I mess with this machine by myself? Because I don't want him to find out how to do this. But it looks like he agreed. And now he just left here. And guys, to print money here in Brookhaven, I just need to press this button. And now it's printing money. And I'm going to take all this money for myself. But now a lot of time has passed. And you can see that it's completely night. And now I just managed to get a lot of money. And I printed as much money as possible. But I have to take advantage and save as much money as I can, especially because the mayor is not in the city. So I need help quickly to get all this money and store it in some car. So I'm coming out here, and the mayor is no longer here, and I have to find someone to help me. But there's a truck coming here, and I need him to stop immediately, especially because I need help. But he finally stopped, and actually, this is my friend. He even came here and said, I became a truck driver now. And that's pretty interesting, but I need help. I said, I got a lot of money, and I need you to store everything in the truck, and let's take this money for us. And this is my mission, and I'm sure he's going to help me do this. He even agreed to do it. And that's going to be very good. He's going to have to follow me here and help me get all the money. And now he just arrived here, and he's going to have to help me load all this money in Roblox. And you can see that it's really a lot of money. I said, leave a little bit for the mayor to take, because the mayor has to take a little bit of money so he doesn't suspect that I'm getting money. But he's looking here and said, each one of these boxes has $10 million. And I don't know how he knows that, especially because it's a very specific piece of information. But I'm going to have to put all this money in his truck, exactly in the back part. And all the money is going to stay here. Perfect. I'm delivering as much money as possible so he can put it in the truck. And he just grabbed this box to put it inside. And you can see there's a lot of money here. Now he just closed the cargo. And this truck has approximately $50 million, which really is a lot. He said, we're rich, but now it's better for us to sleep so they don't suspect that we stole money. And what he said is true. It's better to go to sleep now to avoid problems. So I'm coming up here because he's going to have to drive the truck because this truck belongs to him. And he got inside. And finally we're going to leave. But guys, there's a police officer coming right here. It's the same police officer from before. He said, hey, why are you in the middle of the street? And this is bad. He noticed that something strange is going on. But I'm going to get out of the truck and I'm going to have to run away, so the police officer chases me and finally stops chasing my friend. And now the police officer is coming after me because he wants to know why I'm running away. And he got out of his car and he's holding this item because he wants revenge. And I don't know why he wants revenge. But meanwhile, my friend is coming back to his house in Roblox to protect our money. He said, get back home before I arrest you. And he wants to arrest me for no reason. And that doesn't make any sense. But now I'm going to take the opportunity to get out of here. So now, finally I'm coming back to my house in Roblox. Perfect. I'm going to have to close the garage to avoid problems. And now I'm going inside to sleep, especially because tomorrow is going to be a very important day because I'm going to buy the most expensive house of all. Perfect. It just became morning, and I'm right in front of the house I want to buy. But now, my friend is coming right here to get my money, and I'm going to have to go down here to get my money, which I'm going to split with my friend. And I want to see what he's going to spend this money on. He said, take the money. So he's coming back here, and you can see that there's a lot of money here. There's approximately $50 million. And now, he grabbed this suitcase. And I said, I just want half. You can keep the rest for yourself. And he can keep half. So he gave it to me. And finally, we got everything here. There are $25 million. And in this suitcase, there are also $25 million. And now I'm finally going to be able to buy the new house. He said, thank you very much. I'm going to spend it all on taxes. But he just left here to pay taxes. And I didn't understand why that's the first thing he's going to do now that he got rich. But you can see he's arriving at the bank to pay the taxes he owes. But meanwhile, I'm coming here to get my motorcycle because I'm going to buy the most expensive house of all. And he's going to have to let me pass right here because this is going to be very important. But that player showed up here because he has something to say. He said, you can't come here. You are poor. But he doesn't know what happened. Now I have a lot of money and I'm very rich in Brookhaven. And you can see that he's scared because he didn't expect that. But now I'm coming to this mansion to simply buy it. And I just arrived here and my motorcycle fell down there. I said, I want this mansion and I'm going to have to hand this money to him. And he just grabbed it here and said, okay, welcome boss. And now I finally got this new mansion in the game. And after a long time passed, now I'm very rich in Roblox. You can see that I'm very much a billionaire. And I also have several cool cars in the city because even though everything is paid in the city, you have to pay to have houses and you have to pay to have cars. And I got all of this with a lot of luck in the city. Guys, today I'm here in Brookhaven, and finally, I'm back from my trip. For those who don't know, I'm coming back to my house, which, by the way, is right up here. But guys, there are a bunch of police officers at my house. I don't really know what's going on, because my house is completely closed off, with police tape and everything. So guys, I'm going up there to see what's happening. But then a player stopped me right here. He said, hey, didn't you disappear? Well, actually, no, I didn't disappear in Roblox. No way. I said, no, what are you talking about? Guys, what he said makes no sense. I definitely didn't disappear. Actually, I just went on a trip. He said, people said you vanished. Everyone's saying that about you. Okay guys, something really weird is going on. But listen, I don't want him to tell anyone. I said, don't tell anyone that I'm here, okay? Hopefully, he understood that. Apparently, he got it, and he just went back to doing his job, which is basically holding this sign to control the players moving forward here. But guys, I'm heading back there because I'm going to have to hide in Roblox until I figure out what's happening in the game. Perfect, I made it here. Now I need to change my avatar completely to disguise myself in Roblox so they don't recognize me. Perfect, I look like this now. I'm literally unrecognizable. So guys, I'm heading back to my house like this. That way, they won't realize I've returned to the city, which means I'll be able to investigate what's going on and uncover the truth because this is really strange. But guys, I'm looking at the police station and I can see my picture there and it says that I disappeared. This is seriously weird. But guys, he's looking over here and he let me pass, which means I can finally move forward. Now I'm arriving at my house and guys, I have to wait for the police to leave so I can finally get inside because all of them are still here. But guys, my house looks really strange. There's a full-on investigation happening here to figure out what happened to me, when in reality, I'm totally fine. But guys, I'm not going to say I'm here because I need to find out who did this and why. But guys, it looks like the police officers are finally talking in Roblox, so maybe they're about to leave. I really think they're leaving because he just got back in his car and now they're heading off. Guys, I'm going to go down here just to avoid any trouble because they're driving away. And guys, he just passed right by me. But this other police officer, he's coming this way too. But guys, this one, he didn't just drive past in Roblox. Instead, he stopped right next to me and he's coming here to talk to me in Roblox. Guys, I think he just realized that this car belongs to the player who disappeared, which is actually me. He said, get out of the car with your hands up. Guys, this is really bad because I can't let them catch me. No way. He said, get out before I shoot you. But listen, my car is way faster than his, so I'm getting out of here fast. Perfect. I'm driving forward, and guys, now I have to escape in Roblox because that officer is definitely chasing me. I can see that he just arrived, and he's coming after me in Roblox. Guys, this is really bad. He's really trying to arrest me for no reason when I'm actually the real person who disappeared in Roblox. And actually, I was never even missing. But guys, he's getting closer. I'm going to let him drive past me. Now I'm going back this way, and this is how I'm going to escape in Roblox. Perfect. I'm driving forward, and now I need to find a place to hide in the game. So I'm turning right here, and guys, I'm going to hide inside this garage. Perfect. The garage is opening now, and I have to close it quickly. And that's how I'm escaping in the game because they don't even realize there's a secret garage here. So I'm completely safe now. Guys, I can see that he just arrived, and he drove right past, which means my plan worked perfectly. My plan worked so well that I'm completely safe here in Roblox. And now I need to go up here because I want to uncover the truth about what's going on. But guys, that player is looking over here. I think he's a little mad because I got away. So I'm heading back there because I need to wait for him to let me pass because there's a sign here that says stop. So I stopped in Roblox, and now I can finally go. So guys, I'm moving forward, and now I'm heading back to my house. But guys, I'm going to leave my car right here, and I'll close this garage in Roblox because I need to investigate everything that's going on in Roblox because this is just too weird. I can see that my house is under investigation. Everything is covered with police, and there are some really weird documents here. Documents that probably belong to the police. Guys, they're investigating something, but I grabbed the paper to check, and it looks like it has some really important stuff. But guys, my friend just walked out of there, and apparently he's coming up to my house, and this could be a problem because he just arrived here, and he's coming into my house in Roblox, guys. But I'm hidden inside, and it's really hard for him to realize that I'm inside this wall. But guys, he's looking around everywhere. He's checking everything that happened. And he said he disappeared and never came back. Dude, I'm actually right here. I said, I'm here. Guys, I don't know how he didn't notice that, but now he's looking back, and apparently he's shocked so much that he's holding this item, which is actually a sniper. He said, hands up. Dude, but I'm the person who disappeared. Perfect. I changed my avatar back to normal, and now he finally realized that I'm the person who supposedly disappeared. He said, you didn't disappear. You were here the whole time, so I was just on a trip. He said, I'll go tell the police to stop looking for you. Wait, don't tell them yet, because I want to find out the truth about what's happening. Someone reported me in Roblox to make the police investigate me, and they were just trying to find out where I was, when in reality, I was traveling this whole time. I said, someone did this to me. I have to find out who it was. Seriously, this is going to be really important. But guys, my friend is scared, and he doesn't believe what I just said. Guys, he's so scared that he just collapsed on the ground. He said, I think I know who did this. Come with me. Guys, he got into his car, so I got in too, because I need to find out who did this to me. So he's driving off, and guys, he's basically going down the street, but driving really weirdly, because he's not driving normally. He's actually driving in the worst way possible. He said, this house belongs to criminals, and they were watching your house before you left. Guys, I believe what my friend said because this house really is super suspicious. But guys, maybe this player knows something about what happened because he was always around here, which means maybe he really saw something. But now he's heading back to his house, and my friend is coming over here because guys, I need to ask him something. I said, hey you, wait up. Guys, I have something really important to ask him, and he even turned around just to hear what I have to say, which is super important. I said, when I supposedly disappeared, were those guys at my house? Because I need to know if those players were really at my house or not, because I have no idea. But he works around this neighborhood, which means maybe he knows something. And he said, yes, guys, he actually knows what's going on. He said, they are the ones who did this to you. Now, bye. I can't say anything else. Guys, this is really weird. He just ran back inside his house. It's like he's afraid to tell the truth about what happened, which means everything that happened here is way worse than we thought, because my friend's theory that maybe the owner of that house was involved in this just turned out to be true, which means we're in danger right now. So my friend is heading back up here, and apparently he's taking me back home. But guys, I need to get my car, because this car is going to be really important for escaping here in Roblox. And my friend also came over to get inside my Roblox car. But guys, I'm going to hide my friend's car inside here because I don't want other players to steal it. Perfect. I closed the garage, and now I'm taking my car. I'm going to have to investigate the players to figure out what's really happening here in Roblox. So I got here. Now I'm heading back to hide my car in this spot. Perfect. I'm really well hidden. And now I need to watch everything that's happening here to really uncover the truth about this house. But guys, it looks like that player is finally leaving. Actually, he's driving off in his Roblox car, and he's coming this way. He's heading straight for my house, which means he definitely has something to do with my disappearance in Roblox. I just don't know why he did it, but I want to find out exactly why he did this and what he was hoping to gain by making me disappear in Roblox. But guys, now he arrived here, and he's basically writing things down in Roblox. Guys, but my friend came over, and he said, let's break into his house and make him tell the truth. Guys, but he grabbed this item. Look, I think maybe that's a good idea, because we have to find out the truth about why they did this. So here's the plan. I'm going inside, and guys, we're going to have to hide somewhere around here. And guys, he's going to come back with his car, probably around this area, or maybe in that other location. And then we're we're going to grab him and take him down here in Roblox using this sniper, and he's going to have to tell us the truth about what's going on. But guys, that player finally came back, and now he's getting out of his car and heading straight to his house in Roblox. He got out right here, and he's going straight inside his Roblox house, which is really important. He literally just got here. But now, my friend just showed up in front of him, and the player stepped out of his car and just raised his hands, which means our plan worked perfectly. And guys, now he has to tell us the truth about what's going on. I said, give me the notebook and tell me what's in it, because I want to see everything written in this notebook that he wrote down here in Roblox. Guys, he finally handed it over, but I don't really know what's in this notebook, so he's going to have to tell me himself. He said, there are notes about when you leave and come home. We know more about you than you do. Guys, this is super weird. If what he's saying is true, that means they really want to take me down here in Roblox. They want to ruin my life by making everyone think I disappeared in Roblox. I said, but why fake my disappearance? Guys, this is the only thing that doesn't make sense. It's the only thing I don't understand here in Roblox. But now he stepped closer. I said, but why fake my disappearance? Guys, this is the one thing I just don't get. I don't know why they made me disappear, when in reality, I was just on a trip. This whole time, I was traveling in Roblox, really far away, but they pretended I disappeared in Roblox, and they told all the police, who started searching for me in Roblox. And he said, this was my boss's idea, go to the mansion and see what he wants. Okay, this is really suspicious, but guys, I'm going to do what he said, because I need to uncover the truth. I'm not here to arrest him. Actually, I just want to find out why they did this. So I'm driving back up there, but he's going to have to get in my car. But before that, my friend grabbed these handcuffs, and now he's going to cuff the player in Roblox. Now he's handcuffed, which means he's officially captured in the game. So now he's sitting in the passenger seat. But guys, we have a problem. There's no space for my friend in the car here in Roblox. Unfortunately, my car only fits 2 people. My friend said, I'll catch up later. Alright guys, he'll come later. But for now, I'm heading up there because I need to find out what's going on in this Roblox mansion. But guys, I just arrived, and now I'm pressing this button so that the owner of the house comes out to meet me here in Roblox. Guys, I don't know if he's going to be very happy that his friend is handcuffed. His friend is literally arrested. But guys, apparently he's coming right over here. I don't know if this is really his boss, but he just opened this Roblox door. I want to know the truth about what's happening. I said, why did you make me disappear? This just doesn't make any sense. He said, I lied that you disappeared, but this time it's for real. Get down now. Guys, he's aiming this item right at me in Roblox. This is just terrible. I'm going to have to raise my hands to avoid any trouble here in the game. But now he wants me to go downstairs, so I'm heading over there, just like he told me to in Roblox. But now I have to go down there. He said, get inside that door. Fast! Guys, he's talking about that door, so I'm going over there. I'm starting to think this is the end for me in the game. I just stepped inside, and now the door is gone, which means there's no way out of here. Guys, I'm trapped in this room that has no doors at all. There's just a giant wall, and I can't get out of here. But guys, if I look behind me, I can see the 2 players are there, and one of them just got released in the game. He said, great job. Now we're finally going to get his money. Guys, it looks like they did all of this just to steal my money. The money I have in my Roblox house. This is just horrible, because my house isn't even that expensive compared to the mansion they own. These players are actually super rich, but I don't understand why they want my house. He asked, is it true that his house has a treasure hidden under it? Guys, as far as I know, that's a lie. My house has no treasure at all, but his boss is looking over here, and apparently he said yes, which means my house has a treasure that I didn't even know about. But guys, in here, I have a bed, a closet, and also a mirror, but there's no way for me to escape. But guys, it looks like my friend is coming. He's heading in this direction, and guys, maybe he'll notice that I'm here. Guys, I'm jumping so that he sees me and saves me here in Roblox. But apparently, he walked right past, and he didn't notice I was here. But guys, now he's coming back again, and this time, he finally realized I'm here, and he's shocked that I'm up here, because he has no idea what happened. I said, he betrayed me and locked me up. Be careful. Seriously, he did all of this, and now I don't know how I'm going to get out of here. He said, I'll break the wall. Let me know when they leave. Okay, guys, this is really important. I just don't know how he's going to break the wall, but apparently he has this hammer, which is definitely going to help with that. But now I need to check if the players have already left, but it looks like they're in that car, and now they're driving off to do something, but now they're finally gone. I just don't know exactly what they're up to, but apparently they arrived at the police station to report that I disappeared and take all my money in the game. But before that, I need to find a way to escape and make sure they get arrested. I said, go break the wall now, because this is the perfect moment to do it. So now he's running over here to help me in Roblox, and he's coming up here. Luckily, the players left the gate open, which made it way easier for my friend to get inside. But guys, this is really weird, because the door is still there, but from inside, there's no door. I don't know how they did this, but guys, after a long time, a really long time passed in the game. It's even nighttime already, but this wall was finally removed, which means I'm free. But now I'm heading up to get my car and tell the police what really happened. I'm waiting for my friend to come too. Perfect, he just got here, and now I have to tell the police what really happened. The truth that they don't know here in Brookhaven. But guys, it looks like they're all coming towards my house just to take over my house for themselves, which is really suspicious. They just arrived at this part, and now the bad player is here too. But I'm running over to reveal the truth about what happened. Guys, the police officer is looking over here, and guys, I'm sure that they have no idea how I'm standing here. He said, wait, didn't you disappear? What happened then? Look, what happened is that I was kidnapped by these players in Roblox. I said, they kidnapped me, arrest them, and it was exactly these players. But now the officer is holding this item, and they're simply going to jail. Guys, now all of them are getting getting arrested for everything they did because they lied and also because they locked me up in their house. Finally, they're going to jail. Now you can see that the officers are at the police station and both players are locked up for a long time in prison. They're simply going to spend a lot of time in that jail. For those of you who don't know, I'm in Brookhaven. I'm basically a race car driver. I have this absolutely amazing car. I have to race up here in the front to jump this mountain and literally fly over the houses. And basically there are a lot of people cheering for me to win. They want me to be able to do this. But for those of you who don't know, in the city where I live, there are many reports of people seeing zombies here in town. But I don't know if that's true. But guys, I'm going to get my car. And now I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to win. Especially because I trained a lot to do this. I'm sure I'm going to make it. So I'm racing up here in front. And my goal is to jump over a Roblox house. So I'm getting close here. It actually worked. I managed to jump up here. But I ended up in the backyard of a player. I don't even know who lives in this house. But guys, the player is looking here, and now they're coming up front to rescue me. But I don't think I need to be rescued. Actually, the door is open, which means I can get out of here. I'm coming out the front. I really hope they like that. After all, this is my job. But guys, he's looking here. He said, "You're really good at what you do. Look, thank you so much. I'm glad he liked it." But now he went back inside his house, which apparently is this house. But guys, my friend, he's looking at me here, and something tells me he has something to say. He said, "The scientist is hiding something in his lab." For those who don't know, we have this scientist, but he's just a normal person. He basically works here and just does normal stuff, things any other scientist would do, and apparently he's doing research. I haven't seen any zombies in his house, because there are theories that say there are zombies in his house, but that's completely false. I said, I doubt that's true, but what about my car? What are we going to do? Because my car is completely stuck here. I doubt I'm going to be able to get it out of here, especially since there's no way to leave unless this house is demolished, which I'm sure is not going to happen, especially because there are people living inside. He said, "Let's hope the car wants to leave on its own someday." Yeah, my friend didn't really help me much. Actually, he just made things worse, but now he's coming back here. But guys, he's literally spying on the lab, which is something he shouldn't be doing, especially because the scientist lives in there. So if he keeps doing that, someone's going to call the police. I'm not going to call the police, but this player might call the police. And there's also a soldier right here who could easily call the police, but actually he's the police himself, so he could very well arrest my friend. So I'm going over there to tell him to leave. I said, "Get out of there. You can't just be looking at people's houses like that, because the way he's doing it doesn't make sense." Guys, now he came back here again. He said, "Seriously, look at the lab as soon as he leaves." Guys, but the way he said it makes it sound like the scientist is a criminal, which he's not, guys. But the scientist is coming out now apparently to do something. Guys, I have to get out of the way. My friend left too, especially because the scientist is about to show up there. If he notices we're spying on him, I'm sure he's going to call the police. But actually he's looking at us. He said, "Don't come here, you annoying people." Of course, but he closed the curtains and just came out to get his car. Guys, but he's coming out front. This is going to be great to really see what's going on in his house. But guys, he almost crashed his car. You can tell he drives terribly. He's literally the worst driver ever. Apparently he went to that store just to buy some ice cream. Guys, I'm going to take this chance and go in there with my friend to prove to him that the scientist is innocent. He said, "He's not innocent, I swear. Look, I'm sure he's innocent because I know him." But guys, I'm going in there just to prove to him that he's innocent. Guys, my friend is coming right here. And guys, now we're in his lab, which is the place we shouldn't be in. And if he finds out we're here, this is going to be the end of us, because I'm sure he's going to get really mad. But my friend, he's going down there through that staircase. Guys, I'm going down too, especially because I need to see everything that's going on. But guys, it looks like there's a zombie here. This is really weird, because there actually was a zombie here this whole time, which really doesn't make much sense. But guys, my friend, he's looking here. He said, "Oh my god, if that zombie wakes up, we have to press this button." Guys, I think he's talking about this button. For those of you who don't know, this button is basically the fire, and now fire is coming out from here, and maybe this is going to be really important, so the zombie doesn't wake up, especially because this should have been activated. But this is just a theory. We're not even sure if this is actually true. He said, "Wait, are we supposed to leave it on or off?" Look, I don't know, but if he comes back here, he'll definitely know what to do, especially because he's the one who brought the zombie here. But guys, it's better if we get out of here to avoid problems. So I'm running out the front, and guys, I'm going to have to climb up here. My friend is coming too, and guys, let's hope he's not coming back. My friend also came here. He said, "Good thing he didn't see anything. Now let's go." Okay, let's go to my house, especially because my house is 100% safe. So I'm going to open this Roblox gate, which was supposed to be opening. Actually, you have to press this other button, and now the gate just opened. This house of mine is totally safe, because I used to have a really rare car, and this base protects my Roblox car. But now that there's no car anymore, this base is completely useless. But guys, the scientist is coming back right here, and maybe this is going to be really bad. I really hope he didn't notice what just happened in his house. Actually, I hope he does notice, especially because he has to decide whether to turn the button on or off. So he's going down there now, and guys, he's about to decide whether to turn the button on or off. But suddenly he's scared. Guys, I don't know why he's scared, but actually it looks like the zombie is gone from here. I don't really know where the zombie went, but it disappeared. Guys, this is really bad. Apparently after we pressed that button, the zombie just left this place. He said, "Hey, did everything work out? Look, I don't know how to tell you this, but we just released a zombie into the city of Brookhaven, and maybe this is going to be terrible." I said, "The zombie isn't there, and yes, I'm I'm being serious. But guys, even he's scared and can't believe this is happening. But guys, it's a good idea to activate this button to close the gate, because now there's a zombie here and we don't know where it is. So we have to be totally safe to avoid problems in Roblox. He said, all of this was your fault. Look, I hate to break it to you, but actually it wasn't. It wasn't me who pressed that Roblox button that released the zombie. But guys, this is just awful. I'm going to have to leave my house to ask if he needs help in Roblox, but it looks like he's not coming here. Actually, he hid in my secret base. Guys, that's really weird. I don't really know where he went to hide. Actually, he's right here, just hiding in Roblox, because he's embarrassed about what he did. Guys, I'm coming right here, and actually I have to ask the soldier for help, especially because he's a very important person, but I don't know why. He protected his house so no one can go inside. He said, it's forbidden to enter my house, so I don't want to enter your house. Actually, I need your help. I said, a zombie escaped from the lab. Come here. He has to come right now. But guys, he got scared. He just realized this is serious, but now I'm taking him there, because he really needs to go to that lab to save everyone. Guys, he went inside, but he doesn't really know what's going on. Now he's coming here. But guys, if he goes down there, he's going to find the scientist. Actually, he went down there and ended up just finding a zombie. Guys, he started shooting and the zombie just walked away. But guys, the zombie didn't take any damage. Zombies are literally immortal. Guys, even he's scared, but there's a zombie passing through here. But guys, he looks really familiar. And actually, it's just the scientist. The scientist turned into a zombie too, but now he just left his house. And guys, he's coming toward me, so I have to get out of here fast. But guys, actually he didn't come toward me. He actually just walked away from here. I don't really know where he's going. But guys, there's another zombie passing through here. I hadn't noticed he showed up here, but apparently they're all heading in the same direction. Guys, I have to follow them, but I don't have a car in Roblox, except my car is actually right here. Guys, I don't know how he got my car back. He said, I got your car for you. Guys, he just recovered my Roblox car, which is really good, especially because my car was stuck in his yard, and now it's finally back to normal. My car was exactly here, and now it's right in front of me, which is great. But guys, I'm going to drive this car, and apparently he came here too, but I have to see where those zombies are going. I want to see if my friend wants to check it out too. Guys, he's crawling here, but he's looking at me and he just said, no, he really doesn't want to come with me, so I'm heading out front. But guys, something's going on here. It looks like there's a fire. All the places around here are on fire, and it looks like the soldier is down there trying to get out. Actually, he's trying to escape, especially because everything's burning. But guys, I'm coming to pick him up too, especially because he has to help me see where the zombies are going. He's going to show up right here. I said, follow me, seriously, because this is going to be really important. But guys, he looks not good at all. Actually, he seems better now. He finally got back in my car. I just don't understand why he crouched. I said, why did you crouch? Wouldn't it be better to run? I'm sure it would have been better to run. He said, it's so the zombies don't see me. Look, but I'm sure they saw you. Even if they crouch in Roblox, they'd still see you. But guys, now I'm coming up here in front. I want to understand what's going on, because they're all going in the same direction. It's like there's a place they're all supposed to go. Guys, I'm following them, but really slowly, to avoid problems, to avoid them noticing I'm following them. But actually, I don't think there's a problem following them, so I'm getting closer now, especially because earlier they had the chance to attack me and they just didn't. But guys, I don't know where he's going, but it looks like he's coming this way, and he just went inside here. Guys, this is really weird, because both of them went inside. This is probably the place where the zombies stay, so we have to close this in Roblox. I said, help me close this. Guys, they have to help me, so I grabbed this hammer, and now the player is the security guard here. He's taking care of this part. But guys, I'm building a giant wall here in Roblox. Done. I just finished it, but there's a problem. This player is now trapped inside. He said, you forgot about me. Guys, I'm going to have to break this, which is something I didn't want to do. Perfect. I broke it, and now he can finally get out of there. But guys, I'm going to put the wall back up to really make sure they don't come back here. Now I'm sure they're not getting out of here no matter what. He said, let's get out of here. It's getting dark fast. Guys, that's true. We have to leave this place. But this player here doesn't even know what's going on. He asked, is this a costume party? Guys, he doesn't know what's going on, especially because he didn't see that there are zombies in the city, so he thinks all of this is fake. I said, there are zombies in the city. You didn't know. Guys, he probably didn't know that, and that's why he's so confused. But now he's really scared after finding out the truth. Now he finally knows what's really going on. But guys, I'm looking ahead, especially because we have to protect ourselves in Roblox. Guys, I'm going back to my base, especially because it's really safe. It's simply the safest base of all, so I arrived right here. But guys, we already have 2 infected by the zombie virus, so I'm going to have to close this gate to avoid problems. Perfect. Now it's closing, but that friend of mine just got here. He said, I found out this is happening all over the country. Guys, if this is happening all over the country, this is just terrible. But guys, it just turned to night in Roblox. But I need someone who has confidence and also a lot of courage to see what's going on with the zombies. I said, does anyone want to come with me to see the zombies? Guys, I want to see if one of them wants to come here, but they're looking at me and apparently they don't want to, and one of them actually wants to do it. But guys, this one player suddenly got confident and apparently he's going with me. Guys, this is really good. While the other players are scared, we're going there to check what's going on with the zombies. So I'm going to get this Roblox car, and he's coming along too. Meanwhile, those 2 are staying home to take care of the place, which is also going to be really important. But guys, I'm heading out right now, and you can see he's watching us leave to see if everything goes well. But guys, I'm going to close the curtains because I don't want them to get scared. So I'm coming up front because I want to see what's going on with the zombies. I want to see if they're coming out right now or not. So guys, I'm arriving right here, and zombies, for those of you who don't know, they're right down here. They stay exactly in this area. But guys, we're going to have to go down there. I'm going to have to jump this ramp to get down here. Perfect. Now I made it down here. But guys, you can see both of of them are right here. They just can't get out, all because of the wall I placed. But guys, this is what's weird, because they're not aggressive. It's like they're calm zombies, he said. Maybe they only attack when they're in danger. Look, I don't know, but I also don't want to test that. Guys, I'm going to get my car. But my friend just tried to hit him in Roblox and fell in here. But guys, I don't think he should have done that, because now they're really angry. They definitely want to get out of here. So guys, we better get out before the worst happens. But actually it already did. They're coming after us. Guys, this is really bad. All of them are coming after us. And guys, I'm going to have to go back home immediately, all because he went and shot at them, which is something he shouldn't have done. But now I just got here, and now I just need to go into my Roblox house, and I'm safe. This is really good. But guys, he went inside too. But guys, my friends disappeared, and he's even looking here. He said they got infected. But guys, even he's scared with that theory he came up with. But guys, I'm going to grab this item to defend myself, and I really want to see if they're infected. I'm looking around here, but they're not here. So we're going down here, and guys, they're not down here either, which is just terrible. But guys, actually he got closer, and I can see my friend is right here. Apparently he's sleeping here, and the other one is just using the bathroom. I said, are you okay in there? Because guys, I want to see if everything's fine. He stood up right here. He said, give me privacy. Guys, looks like he's not too happy that we're here, and he just went back to using the bathroom. But guys, there's a problem. The zombie is coming here. Apparently he's coming toward us, right to our Roblox house, which is supposed to be totally safe. Now he just got here, and for some reason, he knows we're here. Actually, the other zombie showed up too. Guys, this is horrible. This means they know where we are. Maybe because of our scent. They're all right here. Guys, I'm going to turn off the lights, especially because I want them to. Leave urgently. I'm going to have to turn off every possible light, even the light on this car. But now the soldier arrived right here. He must have something to say in Roblox. He said, let's turn off all the lights. We need to figure out how they work. Guys, what he said is true. First, we need to figure out how they work before doing anything. But he's just watching from inside this Roblox house because he doesn't want to come outside. He said, you do the work, I just analyze. Guys, he's just writing things down on a piece of paper to figure out everything that's going to happen. But anyway, I'm going to have to turn off all the outside lights. Everything's already off. So I'm going inside now, and I'm going to turn off all the lights. Perfect. I turned everything off. Now I'm going downstairs, but I have to check the cameras to see if it's working, and the soldier came right here. He said, did they leave or not? Look, I'm checking the cameras, and apparently they're still in this part of Roblox. They literally haven't left. So guys, I'm going to take this chance to sleep, especially because tomorrow there's a lot to do. But now I have to place more beds, because everyone deserves a place to sleep. So I placed a lot of beds where everyone's going to have to sleep. Even my friend came out from that place he was in, which was a really weird spot. He also came to the beds, and the guy from the bathroom too. He just got to the beds. But guys, the sun just came up, and you can tell a lot has changed in the game. Actually, the sky is totally orange, and that's not really normal. So I'm going upstairs because I want to understand why that happened. But the zombies finally left. They all disappeared now. Even the soldier came back. He had the courage to come outside. But guys, this is really weird because the city is being completely destroyed, all because of these zombies that are destroying everything they touch. But guys, there's a player running over here. Apparently he wants to escape from the zombies that are chasing him. I said, come here, because guys, he's welcome here at the house, especially because there are lots of people here. So he just came inside, and guys, the zombies showed up. They want to get into this Roblox house, but they're not getting in no matter what. But guys, this player is stuck here, and actually he's been my friend this whole time. He said, and you broke my car. Yeah, I noticed that, but it's part of it, especially because I just saved him from two totally bizarre zombies. But guys, it looks like the players are just having lunch, so I came here too, especially because I also want to have lunch in Roblox, because I want to figure out the truth of what's going on, why these zombies are showing up. For those of you who don't know, I live in the city of Brookhaven, but there's a big problem. Everyone who lives here is just really poor, and today I want to help these players and make them all rich as soon as I become the mayor of the city. But for that, I'll have to run for mayor of Brookhaven and beat my opponent, who is actually really good. I'm starting to think I'm going to lose to him, but to do that I need to go down here, because for those of you who don't know, right in front of me there's a friend of mine who's waiting for me. He said, hope you win the election. So, I'm sure I'm going to win this, especially because I'm really good at it, and maybe people will vote for me, especially since they all know me. All the residents of the city know me and will probably vote for me. But guys, now I really need help, because I need a mayor avatar, because my avatar doesn't look like a mayor, it actually looks like a normal person, so I need to fix that. So, for that, I grabbed this bike. My friend came here too, and he's going to have to help me do this. So, I just got here, and for those of you who don't know, this is the clothing store, which has a bunch of things you can do here, avatar customization and a lot more. But guys, I need my friend's help. He needs to teach me how to make a mayor avatar. I said, what do I do? He probably has an idea of what I should do in Roblox. He said, just wear a suit. Okay, looks like this is going to be really simple, so I'm just going to wear a suit. Perfect, I'm wearing this one right now. My friend just grabbed a flashlight, and guys, you can see my avatar looks really good, so I'm definitely ready to become mayor. He said, you already look like a mayor. That's great, guys. What he said is true. I do look like a mayor, especially because the current mayor of the city looks like this. He basically just wears a suit. But now, my friend is coming up here in front. I don't really know what he's doing, but he just grabbed this Roblox car, apparently to take me to the Brookhaven election. Guys, this is going to be really good. He picked a pretty interesting car. This looks like a mayor's car. And now he's coming up here in front. Guys, this is going to be really important, because I have to show that I'm a good person who came here to make the city better. So guys, he just arrived here, and apparently this is where the voting is going to happen. But guys, this is kind of weird, because I have this voting space that's really small, while the red side is way bigger. I said, why is his voting area way bigger? That doesn't make sense. And for those of you who don't know, this person is basically the mayor's bodyguard, and if I become mayor, he becomes my bodyguard with me. He also just got here, but I want to see what he has to say. He said, it's because he's going to get more votes than you. After all, he's more famous. Guys, that kind of makes sense. This person here is way more famous than me, which is really bad. That means maybe I'm going to lose. But guys, I'm here exactly to represent my side, and now the player arrived there too to represent his side. But guys, my friend is thinking about who he's going to vote for. That's really weird, because I thought he voted for me, but it looks like he didn't. The mayor said, vote for me, I'll give you Robux. Guys, this is really weird. He's trying to buy my friend's vote, which doesn't make sense. And guys, it looks like he went to the other side. I can't believe it. My friend doesn't believe I'm going to win. He said, wait, I forgot that you're my friend. But now he just arrived here. Guys, this is really good. I just got my first vote in Brookhaven, while the other player has 2 votes. He said, I don't vote, because I'm the bodyguard for all the mayors. But now this player is coming here, and for those of you who don't know, there are a bunch of people on his bus here in Roblox. He's arriving up front, guys. He literally crashed into my friend's car, which was really weird. But now they all just arrived right here and will have to decide who they're going to vote for. He said, vote for me. I was a great mayor in the past few years. But guys, it looks like they all voted for me. Literally everyone is here on my side, which is really strange, especially because I didn't think this was going to happen. Guys, even the mayor is looking over here, and he actually got scared. He said, why not vote for me? This guy isn't even famous. Guys, he's putting me down just because I'm not famous. He said, it is because you didn't improve the city, and you're corrupt. Guys, this is really weird. They all voted for me so I could make the city better. So I really will have to fix everything, or else this mayor is going to win again. But it looks like he got mad. He said, I'm going to do everything I can to make them hate you. Guys, that's really weird. He's mad at me just because I won the election, and now he's going back there to grab his truck and finally leave. But guys, it really looks like I won this. Guys, a bodyguard just arrived here, and all the citizens of Brookhaven are looking at me. I said, I'm going to improve the city today. I'll do everything I can to make this better. And now it looks like they're going home, since they've already done everything they wanted to do. But guys, there are still these 2 players left. I even want to see what he's going to do. He said, hey, what's your first plan? Maybe I can help. Guys, I just don't know how he can help, but he's wearing this avatar in Roblox, so he's a house builder. I said, that's right. I'm going to build new houses for the city's residents, because there are a lot of interesting houses here, but there are also houses that are completely destroyed, houses that need repairs, and today I'm going to renovate the players' houses to help them here in Brookhaven. I said, okay, you too, you need tractors, go get them for me. Guys, my friend is scared. He said, I'm not a builder. Well, even if he's not a builder, from now on he is. I said, I'll pay well, okay? I want to see if he's going to accept doing this. Now it looks like he got happy and he simply agreed. So guys, now I'm heading to the city hall because I want to check out what my office looks like and more. Looks like this is my office. It's pretty interesting. So I'm arriving right here. I'm going to put my picture on the wall, especially because I'm the mayor of the city. And it looks like my bodyguard is right here to protect me in Roblox. He looks like a really serious bodyguard. But guys, it looks like they got those construction vehicles, which are really going to be important. So I'm heading out of here because I'll have to guide them in Roblox to build new houses. A bodyguard arrived here. He said, I'll drive. I'm your bodyguard. Yeah, looks like unfortunately he's going to have to drive this because guys, I really like driving cars, but unfortunately a bodyguard is going to do it. Maybe that's actually for the best because if he crashes the car, he's the one who has to pay. But now he's arriving up front and those players are coming too. They're arriving exactly in this area. And guys, they'll basically have to follow me in Roblox, but he's using this car and guys, he's bumping into my car. He's lucky my car didn't break. Now the bodyguard is coming up front and guys, we're going to have to build new houses in Roblox for the players to live in. So now I'll have to decide which house will be the first one, but I think it might be interesting to renovate this house. So I'll ask the bodyguard to talk to him. I said, talk to him to see if he wants his house to be renovated. He'll have to do that. So I just handed over this item that he picked up there, and now he's heading over to talk to the player, and I hope he accepts. They're coming up front after a long time. It took a while, but they're coming here, and soon they're going to have work to do. But first the player has to accept it, but it looks like he accepted, which is really good, because now his house will be completely redone to become a much better house. The bodyguard just got here. He said he accepted. Construction is starting immediately, and go see your new house. Guys, I didn't really understand what he's saying, especially because this is my house, and it will always be my house in Roblox. But now I'm getting in the car because I want to understand what he's talking about here in Brookhaven. But he's turning right here. Guys, I think now I just got this giant house, which is going to be really interesting. Guys, he's coming inside, and now I just got this new house. But it's really weird, especially because all the lights are off and it also looks abandoned. He said it's because the previous mayor didn't even use this house. Actually, he didn't even work. Guys, that's really weird. I didn't know that kind of thing happened here. But now they just turned the lights on, and this house looks way more interesting than before. It really improved a lot. But guys, I'm heading upstairs because I have to stay in this room to do things that mayors do, which in this case is sleep all day. But guys, my bodyguard just got here. He said, sign these papers. He picked up this item and just gave it to me. So now I'm signing here. Perfect. I gave it back to him. I don't really know what these papers are for. I'm just signing them because he asked me to. He said, now all the houses will be renovated. Guys, this is going to be really good. You can already see that the renovation on this house just started, which is going to be really important. Guys, he's starting to clear out the land here. This player is basically helping him. Guys, this is going to be a really important renovation. Now he's removing the land, and guys, this is going to take a while, but I'm sure they're going to be able to do it. But guys, there's a player coming right here. Guys, he wasn't invited to come here. The garage was even closed, and still he's coming in. Guys, this is really weird, but my bodyguard is right here aiming this item. He said, "Stop now, do not enter." Guys, this was really strange. Why did the player come here out of nowhere without being invited? Even I'm looking to see what's happening because I want to understand why he's doing this. But guys, he's looking at me. Actually, he grabbed this sniper and is trying to hit me, but he missed really badly. Guys, I have to get away from the window because this isn't safe anymore. Now my bodyguard is defending me so that this player finally leaves. You can see he just ran away scared of what's happening. Guys, that was really weird. I honestly don't know why he did that. He said, "It's pretty normal for them to do this. After all, you're the most important person in the city." That kind of makes sense. But guys, I'm looking at the player's house, and it looks like it's almost ready. They're now building the walls of the house while the player watches everything. I believe it's going to be done today, which will be really amazing. But guys, now I have to go back home because it's been a long time since I've been there. My house is totally abandoned, so I need to head back there. He said, "Don't even think about it. You're going to sleep here because it's safe." Guys, I think he's saying all this because of what happened earlier when the player tried to hit me here. Obviously, he missed. But because of that, I'm going to have to sleep in this house, right here in this Roblox room. But guys, this room is huge, and maybe this is actually pretty interesting, especially because in my house I have a pretty nice room, but it's really simple, so the mayor's room is definitely way better than my normal room. You can see that there's this room here, which is actually the bathroom, and it's just a giant bathroom. So guys, I'm going to take the chance to sleep here, because this is going to be really important. But guys, now it's finally morning, and you can see the city has improved a lot. We have new houses here in the city, and really, a lot of houses were completely redone. Actually, all the houses that were simple are now way better. But guys, they're in this Roblox house, and apparently this player is right here just holding this item, and he said, "Get out of here now." Guys, he's really mad. He wants the players to leave, and it looks like they really left, especially because they're scared of the player, and now they're coming up front, probably to report what's happening. Guys, they're arriving right here, so I just got up to help them. He said, "Boss, get up, we've got problems." Okay, I got up, but I want to know what's going on. He said, "The player who attacked yesterday, we know where he lives. Should we arrest him?" Well, I think so, especially because he's a danger to society, so I just agreed. Now he's making a call, probably to contact the police. But while he does that, I'm heading downstairs because I have to talk to the players who are coming here. They're all arriving right in this area because they finished their job and they probably want their payment. He said, "Hey, don't you have anything to give us?" Look, I actually do. I just grabbed this suitcase full of money, and now I'm going to give it to both of them. Perfect. I just gave it to both of them. I'm sure they're really happy. He even said, "Thank you so much." And now he's going back to his house, which for those of you who don't know, this is his house in Roblox. He renovated his own house. But now there's a police officer arriving here, probably to arrest the person who's in this house. Guys, he's really weird, but now he opened the window just to escape from the fire because his house started catching fire. Guys, this is really strange, but by accident he made it a lot easier for the police officer to arrest him. The officer is right here. He said, "Hands up." Now he's looking back here, and now he's going to have to put his hands up and just get arrested in Brookhaven because he's a danger. He tried to attack me for no reason. He said, "Hey, let's run in your car. It doesn't have a license plate." Guys, my car is the only one without a plate because it's the mayor's car, but I don't know if I should do this. But guys, the bodyguard is looking here. He said, "You can go." Guys, the way he said it, it seems like the previous mayors used to do this too. So, I'm going to take this car now. My friend just arrived here, but the bodyguard came too because he has to protect me. But guys, I want to test this car's top speed. I really have no idea what the max speed of this car is, but I'm going to test it now. Meanwhile, this player is basically getting arrested here. He's going to spend a long time in jail here in Roblox because he basically threatened me, but I just want to see him getting arrested. Guys, the police officer stopped right here, but it looks like he's really mad. Now the officer is going up front, and guys, I'm following him to see if everything's going to work out. Now he arrived right here to arrest this player at the police station. But guys, he just ran away. I'm going to have to go after him because I need to stop him here in Roblox. But actually he got on this bus, and now he's leaving out front. Guys, I need to make this bus stop before something bad happens. So guys, I'm passing him now, and I just blocked his bus. But the police officer is coming right here, and now he's arresting him. Finally, this player is really getting arrested. He even raised his hands, and finally he really did get arrested. My friend is laughing here and said he thought he was going to escape, and how long is he going to be in jail? Look, I believe he'll be in jail for a few years for everything he did here in Roblox. He said he's going to jail for 1 day because of the laws from the previous mayor. But guys, even he got happy because he's only going to be in jail for 1 day. So I have to run back to City Hall to change this Roblox law because it doesn't even make sense for him to be in jail for only 1 day after everything he did. So I'm arriving right here, and now I have to run upstairs to change this law. Perfect, I'm signing this. Perfect, I just changed the law, and now officially he's going to stay in jail longer. Guys, you can see that he's going to jail here. The police officer said, "Well, there was a last-minute change in the law, and you're going to jail for 2 months." But guys, even he got shocked. He said, "That's not fair." And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the join button and then I'll add you on Roblox.